Honorable Rhino.
Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Dr. Ajibola Muraina. I represent Ibarapa Central, Ibarapa North Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I am from Oyo State. Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I have a motion on the unfortunate incident of the invasion of Igangan town in Ibarapa North local government. Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, in moving this motion, 78 of our honorable colleagues from the 6 geopolitical zones are with me. Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my applications are two-legged. First, I want to seek the leave and indulgence of this honorable House to consider the unfortunate invasion of Igangan town, where the palace was desecrated.
Please, silence, please, silence, please, silence, please. Honorable Abbas, Honorable Sumaila, resume your seat. Honorable members, please, silence, please. Honorable Abbas, Honorable Sumaila, resume your seat.
Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my application before this honorable House is in two legs. First, I want to seek the leave and indulgence of this House to consider the invasion of Igangan town in the Ibarapa North local government in the wee hours of the 5th of June 2021 as one of urgent public importance. Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, during the unfortunate incident, the palace of Ashigangan, the Oba of the community, was burnt down, was desecrated. Several trucks of vehicles were burnt down, and several other things happened. I also, in the second leg, pray that I be allowed to move the application right away.
Any seconder to the motion, please.
First one to order 8,
okay.
1 and 3, sir.
All right. Seconder, well, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it. Go ahead.
With serious concern, the invasion by suspected armed bandits of Igangan town, the Ibarapa North local government area of Oyo State, at the wee hours of Saturday, 5th of June 2021. The House also notes with dismay that the assailants in their large numbers invaded the town around 11:30 p.m. on motorcycles and allegedly opened fire without any provocation on innocent, defenseless, and harmless indigents. The House is disheartened that as a result of this attack on the Igangan town, it is alleged that over 50 harmless indigents of the town were killed in cold blood. About 90 others sustained life-threatening injuries. 50 houses, including the palace of the Oba of the town, Ashigangan of Igangan, petrol stations, houses, shops, trucks, and other properties worth millions of naira were razed down by the assailants. The House recalls that the Ibarapa of Oyo State has been the hotbed of several violent clashes between the bandits and the indigenous farmers, which generated national outcry, and Igangan town appeared to be the center of this crisis. and all attempts by the federal government and Oyo State government to find a permanent solution to the crisis appear not to be successful so far. The House recalls that on the prompting of members representing Ibarapa Central, Ibarapa North Federal Constituency, members from Oyo State, and the unanimous support of other members of the House of Representatives, this hallowed chamber has passed several resolutions urging the federal government and the relevant security agencies to, amongst others, upgrade the Gangan police station to the divisional police headquarters and put in place measures to strengthen the security architecture of Gangan town, Oyo State, and all the other states in Nigeria. But all this to no avail. The House is worried that due to this last attack, residents of Gangan town and Ibarapa Axis of Oyo State are relocating from the town or the area in droves, which is likely to paralyze the economic and social activities of the town or area, and which has indeed paralyzed them. The House is apprehensive that this last attack is capable of escalating the already tense security situation in Gangan town, Oyo State, and almost all the states in Nigeria, if the assailants are not apprehended and brought to justice. The House resolves, A, to condemn the callous and barbaric invasion of Gangan town in the wee hours of 5th June 2021, which resulted to the deaths of over 50 defenseless indigents of the town.
Honorable members that have lined up to see Mr. Speaker, except Honorable Dr. Sununu, all the rest should step down. Honorable members that have lined up to see Mr. Speaker, except Honorable Dr. Sununu, all the rest should step down.
The House resolves, A, to condemn the callous and barbaric invasion of the Gangan town in the wee hours of the 5th June 2021, which resulted to the deaths of over 50 defenseless indigents of the town and the razing to ashes and destruction of several houses, including the palace of the Oba of the town, Ashigaga of Igaga, petrol stations, shops, trucks, and other properties worth millions of naira by the assailants. The House resolves to condole with the government of Oyo State, the families and friends of all those who lost their lives as a result of the invasion. The House resolves to observe a minute of silence in honor of all those who lost their lives. The House resolves to direct NEMA and other relevant agencies to provide relief materials to assist all those whose properties or businesses were destroyed as a result of the invasion. The House resolves to direct the Inspector General of Police to intensify efforts.
Honorable Chairman House Services. See you. We will see you. Continue, please.
The House resolves to direct the Inspector General of Police to intensify his efforts with a view to arresting the assailants, prosecuting them, and preventing reoccurrence. The House resolves to urge the people of Gangan town and the Ibarapa Axis as a whole to calm down and report any suspicious persons to the relevant law enforcement agencies. Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I thank you for this indulgence. I move in terms of the motion papers. I beg to move.
Dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Rotimi Agusoye, representing Koshope Federal Constituency of Lagos. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion, moved by my colleague from Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, if I'm permitted, I've seconded the motion. Mr. Speaker, I have seconded the motion. If I am permitted to speak to this motion, please, sir. Let me speak to the motion.
You second first now.
I've seconded the motion, sir.
You have seconded, okay. Now, we only have time for either the mover page. We're all on the same page, and hence the security summit we had last week. Those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. Is Honorable Francis Agbo here? Honorable Francis, go ahead very quickly.